Hello, I'm Atma of Radiant Aging, and I would like to share with you a Kundalini Yoga Kriya. That means it's a group of exercises that has a specific end result. And this particular Kriya is for elevation. That sounds a bit strange. We're not climbing ladders or anything like that. But what we are doing is elevating ourselves on that inner level. And we do that by all these wonderful tools that we are given with Kundalini Yoga, the technology of it, the breathing, the stimulation of certain nerves, the general movement, all of that put together. So let us elevate ourselves. It should take about 30 minutes, so let's tune in. When we rub the hands together, we create that friction that stimulates the nervous system, which is what we want. We want to be super alert and ready. Bring your thumbs to your sternum, relax your shoulders down, close your eyes. The mantra for tuning in is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. We'll chant it 3 times. Inhale deeply. Exhale all the breath out. Inhale again. And exhale, sitting upright now. Shoulders relaxed. Eyes focused in and up to the brow point, just above the eyebrows. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. A deep inhale now. Again, stretch and lengthen your spine. And exhale. Rest your hands down. So these are short exercises that really warm us up and tune us into ourselves so that we can be functioning at our very best. So this first exercise involves the breath of fire. Very simply, if you're new to this, don't worry too much about it. It's a very definite exhale of the breath. As you're exhaling, you pull the navel inwards and you release. So it's quite rapid and light. It sounds like this. So it's mainly focused here with that pulling in, that sharp action of the navel center as you exhale. So let's give it a try. We take the arms up. We bring the tips of the fingers to the pads of each finger, and we press our thumbs up to the heavens, and we can begin. So your eyes are closed, focus there at the brow point, otherwise known as the ajna. This is the seat of intuition, of intellect, and we're really bringing that into our practice as we breathe and hold the position. Keep stretching up. Focus your attention internally on those thumb tips and reach them up. We're almost there. bringing the hemispheres of the brain into balance, into alertness. It's also affecting the aura, the magnetic field around us. Now inhale deeply, touch your thumb tips together, spread your fingers wide and reach as high as you can with your arms. And then as you exhale, you lower your hands down. We're on our way. Clasping both hands around the front ankle, and we begin flexing the spine. It's quite a vigorous, swift movement. As we come forward and up with the chest, we inhale and we exhale as we release back. The eyes again are closed and focused up to the brow point. Powerful breathing. This exercise is helping you to really stretch and activate the lower and middle spine, giving it strength as well as flexibility. And lots of prana, so breathe powerfully. And a deep breath in, hold the breath. As we're holding the breath in, we are circulating that prana throughout the body. And exhale and release. Next exercise is really giving that flexibility and juiciness and youth to your spinal column. It's called a spinal twist. So you're placing the tips of your fingers on the tops of your shoulders. Your chest is out, your chin is drawn in, and we're going to twist from side to side. As we twist left, we inhale. As we twist right, we exhale. Right. So if you're a little bit worried, if you have osteoporosis or a lower back issue, just do it gracefully and gently, a smaller movement, but you can still breathe powerfully. So we're on the clock and here we go. Listen to the rhythm of your breath. Your spine loves to twist. It can bend forward, it can bend back, it can bend to the sides, but this twisting is what really rejuvenates it. Squeezes out any toxins that might accumulate, as they tend to do in all parts of our body. And now inhale deeply, lift your elbows right up and stretch your spine. Hold the breath, circulate the prana. Exhale, lower your arms down. We're on our way. Now we've moved the upper body. We are going to work with the legs a little bit. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what's going on. It's nice to have a little bit of an elevation from a firm cushion to elevate the pelvis to enable extension. So what we're going to do is, if you can, you grab around your big toes with your first 2 fingers and you press your thumbs into the tips of the toes. If that's not possible, don't worry. You grab anywhere where you can on your legs. The important thing is to try to keep a straight spine. So, off we go. So as you lean forward, you are attempting to keep the spine nice and straight and long, not rounded with the chest dropped. Chest is lift. Imagine that you are extending as far forward as your spine allows. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you go forward and down. So we're stretching the entire spinal column from that firm base of your pelvis and your sacrum. So each vertebra can be separated and given more space. When we have more space, we have more movement. So it's all about a steady rhythm, utilizing the full force of the prana, the life force, at the same time as moving the body. Movement is vital to our lives. And inhale, stretch and lengthen your spine by lifting your chest. Keep your chin tucked in slightly. Hold the breath. And exhale and let go. A slight variation now. So let's start with your right leg that we're going to bend and place the sole of the foot against the inner thigh or that extended leg. We raise the arms up, taking a deep breath, and then extend as we've just done. Same story. Press the back of the knee down to activate these leg muscles, especially at the back of the leg and the back of the knee. And here again, we're simply going to inhale as we come up, exhale as we extend. Remember, it's all about the extension, the lengthening. In Kundalini Yoga, we call the sciatic nerve the life nerve. And that, to keep it healthy, needs to be stretched. So you might be feeling that now. If you're feeling it, you're doing it right. So press the back of the knee down. Activate the quadricep muscles. They're in your thighs. And just continue with this rhythmic breathing. Inhale up, exhale as you come forward and down. And it's this rhythmic, steady breathing and action which really works to condition the bodies by utilizing the soft tissue, the fascia, which connects everything to everything. So that's what we're doing now. So simple movement that can have profound actions. And the last few seconds. Now inhale deeply, stretch and lengthen. Hold the breath. Exhale and release. Now we change sides. So your right leg is extended, your left foot into the side of the extended leg. And we're going to inhale, reaching up to lengthen the spine, and exhale, coming forward. And begin that pumping action. Think of extension. Think of lengthening. Think of creating space. Inhale as you lift your chest, exhale as you extend. Remember to keep your chin tucked in slightly so that you are not squishing the back of the neck. So keep it soft with that neck lock. Listen to that steady rhythm. With that steadiness, it soothes the mind, allows the mind to stop jumping around all over the place and to focus on what you're doing. And now inhale deeply, stretch and lengthen again. Tuck your chin in, hold the breath. And exhale and release. How are you doing? So now we're going to spread the legs wide. And each of these exercises is really working different parts. So we're getting a thorough tune-up. So the same story here. If you can grab somewhere, might be your ankles, might be higher up on the shins. It's something to hang on to. So what we're going to do here is go to one side, come up to the middle, go to the other side, come up to the middle, all right? So if you're feeling a good stretch in the inner thighs, you're doing it great. So off we go. Remember that we also have nerves that run up the insides of the legs. And those nerves feed and nourish the reproductive system. And for the last little while, we're going to go straight down to the center and lift back up again. Notice where you're feeling the stretch, other than the insides of your legs. You might be feeling it now in the lower back area, and that is good. A good stretch is necessary to keep that spine healthy and young. Now inhale, lift your chest, really stretch those knees, pressing the backs of the knees down, chest lifted, chin in, and exhale and release. Well done. So give your legs a good shake now, and we're going into a different position. This is Cobra pose. Again, wonderful conditioning for your lower back. I will give you a modification if you find the full pose a little bit too taxing. There's always an alternative. And that alternative is to simply come down onto your elbows and have your hands resting, palms down on the floor. So we're going to go into this position for just 1 minute. Again, the breath of fire. Just do as best you can. Remember, you pull the navel sharply in as you exhale. If you find it confusing with practice, believe me, it quickly comes. If you are feeling confused, don't worry, just continue with nice, long, deep breaths. Keep the chest lifted, keep the chin tucked in. Focus on where you're feeling it, perhaps in your lower back. Inhale deeply, hold the position with circulating energy. It can flow into every part of your body where it's most needed. And release. Please come back to sitting position. It's called easy pose. It's nice and easy. And this next exercise we call shoulder shrugs. And it is a wonderful exercise to release tension in our shoulders. The more tense we become, the shoulders tend to rise. So, we're shrugging the shoulders as if you are literally just shrugging off the problems, the worries. So, as you lift your shoulders, you inhale. As you drop, you exhale. Eyes are still closed. Focus up to that brow point. You can find your own rhythm. Try and keep it nice and brisk for best results. This exercise is fondly known as the stress buster. So even with a short stay as we're doing now, you are probably feeling it. That's what you want. Shrugging off those worries. And now inhale deeply, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, hold, and release, relax. And this is delicious. After that, just to rotate your head around in a circle, releasing any tension in the neck. Slowly, gently. And circle in the opposite direction. It allows the mind to become quiet. Now we are going into the final exercise in this kriya, and we sit in a different position. You're basically sitting on your heels. We call it rock pose. So I've got my handy little cushion here, and if you find there's too much pressure on your knees, you simply put the cushion between your buttocks and your knees, and that releases the tension. This next and last exercise is called Sat Kriya, and it has many benefits. Trust me. We are going to chant the mantra Sat Nam. Sat means truth, and Nam is acknowledging it. So we're taking our arms up. We are interlacing the fingers, and we bring the index fingers together. Mine have disappeared, but don't worry, just bring the index fingers stretched up, and you are stretching the spine, attempting to get the inner upper arms against your ears. And we're going to do this for just 3 minutes. So please follow along with the chant. Here we go. Sat, as you say Sat, you draw your navel in sharply, and Nam, you release the navel. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat 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 Nam. Now inhale deeply and stretch to your maximum, holding the breath. And then release the breath as you release your hands and bring your arms down to the sides. This is a gesture of sweeping your aura, the electromagnetic field around you. And we just gently press our hands into the floor. So that completes our elevation for the day. I do hope you feel elevated, and I thank you for joining me, and Sat Nam.